What do you think is a good place for people to go on a first date?
Dinner is crazy because you're locking somebody into a whole meal. Give them a chance to bail out.
I never take a dinner meeting.
Yeah.
Who's the hell that want to meet over dinner? I don't. Because we've handled the business within the first 30 seconds.
Yes.
And we haven't even got a drink yet.
And what if the answer is I don't want to do business? Then you're like, well, now let's get dinner.
$100 dates.
Yeah.
What you doing with your first $100?
I'm asking her what it's like to be the Queen of England. $100 date, dude. What are you, crazy?
The drink buying is a gesture.
Yes.
It's like, wow, he bought me a drink. It's a gentleman thing to do.
Yeah.
You're going from bar to bar swiping. It appears you're financially stable. I mean, you've spent $60, but y'all went to 4 different places, and the night is still like, damn. But also, if you realize she's a loser, or if she realizes I hate him at any point because we're just bar hopping, she can slide.
Yeah.
She has to go. My mom's sick. My girl's dead. You know what I mean?
That's what I want to know. Because I bailed out of quite a few. And what was your move?
If the drinks are flowing hard enough, I will leave without saying anything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Joshua Black.
I'm Connor Larsen.
And we are back again. Today we're giving out dating advice.
Another subject we're super qualified.
Yeah, man. Hey, Steve Harvey wrote a book, you know. And I'm not saying I'm a Steve Harvey, even though he had a classic edge up in the hood. The streets used to love his edge up for years after the Kings of Comedy. Like Steve Harvey lining was huge. Like, you know, you go to the barbershop and say, hey, back when he had the little mini fro.
Yeah.
Give me the Steve Harvey
Give me
lining.
the Steve Harvey?
There was a song with Manny Fresh and Baby, and they were talking about, I need the Steve Harvey lining. And you had to get that. Then we found out later, I think that might have been a lace front, respectfully. So I don't know if that's real. I just heard that. But
Dude,
either way, it looked good, bro.
Steve Harvey has had so many eras of like, and people don't, if you know him from one, people don't know him from the other. Like, I don't think anyone who knows him from Family Feud has seen the old comedy where he is incredibly dirty.
Yeah. Oh, man, with those huge, the pinstripe suits.
Amazing.
Oh, it had like the 04 NBA draft suits on.
Well, there's like the old ones where he's like in the yellow suit and he's still got hair. But then he's got some in like 06 that are like, I mean, he's bald, but there's some crazy shit in there.
Oh, he was a wild dude, bro. He's an old Cleveland boy. So, you know, I mean, anything coming up out of Cleveland is going to be a little, you know what I mean, a little rough on the edges. Last thing I seen out of Cleveland was MGK. The rapper.
Him and Steve Harvey, dude.
Him Steve Harvey, and LeBron James.
That's kind of like this podcast. You know what I mean? I'm Steve Harvey.
Yeah, and I'm MGK and LeBron James. But yeah, man, what do you think is a good place for people to go on a first date? Let's go dudes. The dudes watching, they trying to take their go on a first date. And I guess we didn't say, what's the budget for the first date?
Well, is this historical or what it should be? Because those are different.
Yeah.
My historical budget was low.
But we're going to walk out on this meal.
Yeah.
That's the budget. So I don't know, like right now, if dudes, let's say they're in their late 20s.
Yeah.
Or they're
20, on their bunk beds. They're watching. Yeah. They got a headset on.
And they're trying to figure out what's a good amount to spend on the first date.
I think I don't think you got to spend that much because I think it's a little bit scary if right away she's keeping track of like how much did this cost, because maybe it's what you want, but if you're setting yourself up for a relationship where the girl's like always aware of how much the date costs, you're about to spend a ton of money forever.
Yeah, but see, I think the key, that's a good point, the key is to find fun, not expensive.
Yeah. Also, I will say, and girls make this point a lot, dinner is crazy because you're locking somebody into a whole meal. Give them a chance to bail out respectfully in a way where, like have one, you know, I always did the same thing. Go one drink and then be like, if they want to keep hanging out, we can, but sometimes you're on a date and you're like, get me out of here.
Yeah, you know what, you bring up a great point. That's why I never take a dinner meeting.
Yeah.
Who's the hell that want to meet over dinner? I don't. Because we've handled the business within the first 30 seconds.
Yes.
And we haven't even got a drink yet.
And what if the answer is, I don't want to do business? Then you're like, well, now let's get dinner.
And exactly, bro. So you're right. First date shouldn't be dinner, not even because of the expense.
Yeah.
But because of the time that you are now forced to be with this stranger.
Yeah. Also, I'm weird, man. I don't feel sexy when I eat. You know what I mean?
I don't think about that part.
Yeah.
I don't think about that part.
I do.
Yeah. They're eating crazy.
I can't even eat dessert in front of people now.
You're not
I
like a
got
big eater.
issues, dude.
You like go out to a restaurant, you take it to the bathroom.
Oh,
and
dude,
eat?
my girlfriend, you know, she bakes. She's great at baking. She'll make delicious desserts. And I'm like, this is great. I can't wait to eat it as soon as you go to work.
Damn.
Because it's not that I can't. I'm not going to start sweating.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just don't like it.
No, I feel that, bro. That's how I am with cereal.
Yeah.
Cereal, I can't. Don't.
You can't eat cereal for me?
No, it's like I can. I'd rather not. It's almost like
Yeah.
sex in a car. You can have it, but it's better in a
Yeah.
bed, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I want cereal by myself. It reminds me of Rocco's Modern Life, Doug,
Great shows.
Cousin Skeeter, Nickelodeon. It just takes me back to a good period of time. I got out of school at 3:30. I go home, go to grandma's house.
Cereal.
I mean, a
Wow.
big boy. But the thing is,
Wow.
the big boy bowl.
Yeah, the unreasonable amount.
Yeah, because low key, grandma or somebody's cooking. There's real food coming
Yeah.
around about 4 or 5. But right now, I need that big boy bowl. I mean, the stupid boy.
Do you ever
bowl.
do it out of the mixing bowl? The stainless steel mixing bowl? You eat the cereal out of that? Like
Yeah,
a
but
psycho?
I will get jammed up because they say, "Where'd all the milk go?" And I'm the type that I'll pour my milk, eat pour a gallon of milk in there,
Yeah.
do the cereal. Once the cereal,
empty it out.
yeah, once the cereal's gone, but there's still a lot of milk.
Yeah.
I'm pouring that out, getting more cereal, and putting more,
You
putting
gotta-
more milk in.
And then eventually the milk becomes like this horrifying. You drink the milk, it's the sugariest thing ever, and you realize I just consumed about 7 days worth of sugar,
And you can't think about that.
and it was 8 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And that was just the first bite of Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
What's your go-to cereal?
Dude, I don't eat cereal anymore, but
No.
I know it's sad.
Are you on diets and shit?
I'm pretty crazy about like.
Really?
I mean, it's not that I like.
But you used to be a big dude, though.
That's man. How do you think I got here,
Oh,
dude? That's how it
yeah.
happened. I remember this moment. I remember I was 16 and I was a big fat kid, and I was like, "This is great." And then I saw people making it at a party, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
why
So, but you didn't play
I'm
sports.
gonna get
growing up.
left out."
Did you play sports?
No, I did drugs.
That's the kicker, bro.
Truly, in high school, you got to go one of two paths.
Yeah, but see, that's the reason. We probably ate the same amount, but I never got fat because I was playing ball.
Yeah.
And then I realized I got older once you start playing ball. You can't eat like that.
I knew I had to stop playing ball because I was playing basketball, and my coach told me, he goes, "You're so good on defense, just stay on that side."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, listen, I know enough about strategy to know this is not because I'm good.
I'll never forget it was a guy named Coach Gamble, R.I.P. He's dead. And he told Nate, it was a dude on my team named Nate, light-skinned dude. He used to come down and he used to get carried away sometimes. He just want to shoot a lot. Gamble took him to the side. He said, "Hey, we don't have you in the game to shoot the ball."
Dude, youth sports is some of the best. It's the first lessons for people.
Yeah.
Like, they just go, hey, no. You're not a main character.
I don't care what your dad said,
Doesn't matter.
what your mom said. Yeah, Little League sports is crazy.
It's
bro.
the best. Though.
Yeah.
I look back, I'm like, damn, I wish I'd played. Because it's the only time, once you turn 19,
Yeah.
if you're focusing on playing sports all day and you're not getting like a check for it, it's
Yeah.
insane. People are like, what are you doing?
right.
Like we're the same age. If
Yeah.
someone tells me they're starting to play sports, like seriously, I'm like, what? You're gonna blow out your ACL.
Yeah, right.
That's insane.
right.
You go to the gym, you suffer to stay in shape, but you can't be playing sports.
Nah, think about that. And some of my friends, they go into coaching after sports. I don't want to be anywhere close to it.
Mm-mm.
I was playing sports to a degree, and then once I got out of sports and I see people my age still getting better and higher,
Yeah.
I'm like, can't even look at it because I don't want to see how much of a failure I am.
Yeah.
So thank God the comedy started working. I would have never watched sports again.
Comedy rocks because you can just be like, well, I can keep working on this forever. You can always tell your girlfriend, you're like, listen, next year,
Yeah.
it's gonna I know this year wasn't it,
Yes.
but
yeah.
next year,
No,
it's gonna
seriously,
happen.
dude. I had a show at Zany's last night. It was one of the weirdest ones I ever had, bro.
Yeah.
I saw it was a guy I never heard of him. The booker called me and said, "Hey, you want to do this show? Want to host this show?" I'm like, "Ah, fuck, I need some time." And it was a black guy from TikTok, and it was good, but everyone, I was like, I wonder who these fans are gonna be. I was looking at his
Yeah.
TikTok, I couldn't tell, and there's white couples coming out, 60 years old in UT.
Dude,
here.
TikTok, a lot of people I've worked with from TikTok, it doesn't matter what they're doing. They could be on there being like the most youth directed. They're trying to target, and it doesn't. The old people from TikTok find it and they come, and you go,
But it wasn't just
why?
one. It wasn't just one. It
No.
was like two couples.
That's what the whole
Four
crowd.
couples.
The whole crowd is old, and you'll be like, "This is crazy."
And that's when I knew it was social media because I'm like, this is it, and I'm like, what the hell? This guy's black.
Yeah.
And then And then I get in there, and there's this dude who's looking like, you get to the side door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I got my camera gear. I'm gonna get my clips, even though I know I'm being extra as a host getting clips.
You gotta do
But
it.
I'm thinking, I don't think this guy's gonna take me on the road and change my life.
Yeah.
I got to get something out of this shit, except 10
You
cents.
do that math where you go, are we ever gonna work together again? and more and more you go, no, we're not.
Now, mind you, I'm not gonna sacrifice the show for a clip.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna I want something out of this. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's a Sunday night or whatever. So I get there and it's a guy, a black dude, mean mug on his face. And when I walk through the side door, and he's looking dead at me. I just like, hey, good to see you. He don't say much. And I walk home, set up my camera. And as I'm setting up my camera, the same guy, he's walking up to me. He said, hey, man. I said, what's up, man? So, I mean, what y'all gonna do? I said, huh?
Expose you. What are
He's
you
like,
worried
what
about?
y'all trying to do? Meanwhile, like tons of white people are piling in. So I'm still
Yeah.
trying to chew the fact that what? And he's like, I'm just saying, bro, who's doing the guest spot? And I'm like, I'm a comic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's doing, I'm hosting.
Yeah.
I guess we ain't finna have one. And I was like, I guess not, bro. He's like, hey, man, I ain't trying to be like that, but you need to go down there and talk to the headliner. And I was like, okay.
All right.
So then I'm like, I go down there and talk to the headline, and then the headline's like, shh, a nigga? I said, what the fuck? He's like, man, why don't they ever send me no white dudes? And I was like, I don't know, man. But, I'm here.
Yeah.
He's like,
anyway.
he was like, you cuss? I was like, I can.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
He didn't want you to
He's like,
cuss.
I'm going to do that.
I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
I hate comics who go, you don't do this because I do it. It goes, how about you just do it better than me? You're going last. You're supposed to do
They're
it.
coming here to see you.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I remember thinking in my head, like, okay, I guess I'll try to shave it up top. But I'm doing the set I planned 2 hours ago. So he's like, hey, man, I'm just saying don't cuss. He was like, man, who they like here? Morgan Wallen? And I was like,
Here?
in Nashville.
In this country? He's huge, dude. He's got like 50 million, but what are you talking about?
Who y'all like here? Morgan Wallen? And I was like, man, and it's like white people in the room. And he was like, yeah, man, and he was like, we love Morgan Wallen. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, they really like Morgan Wallen here. That's what we gonna play. Hey, he's talking to the other guy. Call the DJ. I'm finding out now that the guy who's snapping on me is now the feature. He's the feature. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, hey, call that DJ, tell him to play that Morgan Wallen. So he calls the DJ and tells him to play the Morgan Wallen. And I'm like, what the hell's going on, bro?
It's not a DJ. It's just the sound guy. Get the DJ on it.
Hey.
It's just, I know that he's just a.
Tell DJ Matthew to change that shit to Morgan Wallen, bro. But anyway,
Yeah.
that was one of the weirder ones, bro. But the crowd was decent.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Old white people, great crowd.
Yeah, then the feature, that's how you know, like, the comedy is like the ultimate currency in our community because like soon as the feature started having funny jokes, I'm like, man, I get why he's saying that.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
you're
funny
like,
people.
Yeah, as soon as you're funny,
Yeah.
you're like, man, that's just his thing.
People who are funny, you're like, all right, well, he needs to do that in order to get to where he needs to.
Yeah, but if he would have not been funny,
Oh,
I would have slandered him by name.
This whole podcast would have been about him. He'd be the thumbnail.
Exactly.
Maybe like exposing.
with his ad on it. Yeah, I'm like, can you believe this piece of shit? But yeah, no, he was hilarious, bro. And then the headliner got up, and I didn't. I had another show, so I slid out. And luckily,
Yeah.
because he told me, hey, he introducing me, not
Oh,
you.
dude, I love when they do
I was
that.
like, oh, thank God. Yeah, yeah. So
Because what I hear when they say that is, you can leave.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
all right.
So I text Lucy. I said, bro, I'm gone, fam. They don't need me. She's like, all right, and we're out of there, bro. But
Yeah,
it was a wild one.
What do you think about Zanies as a date spot? Listen, I love Zanies. I'm not advocating anybody to ever not go to Zanies. But
Yeah, yeah.
comedy clubs are a weird date. You can't talk.
Yeah, but it's perfect though. You know what? It's perfect because a lot of dudes aren't necessarily that quick with the tongue, bro. They don't know what to say.
All right, how do you get laid if you can't talk? I don't get it.
No. You can get laid. Now, I'm not saying they can't speak. They can talk. I'm not saying that they're mute.
They pass their notes. You look pretty.
Will you marry me?
You pretty.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, bro, but it's like, one, it's a good chance she's never been to a comedy show.
Yeah.
It's also a very good chance that even if she has, she would love to go back. That's like one of the going to comedy is one of the coolest things to do.
Everybody
goes to movies.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to the park. Going to see comedy, especially when it's somebody that she knows that's in town that she didn't realize was in town, or if she's sleeping on it thinking whatever, and then the show's fun as hell.
Yeah.
I think the comedy show is the best. I ain't gonna say the best first date.
Really?
I think it's one of the best ones because
Better than MMA.
because you leave and now it's like
Better than a cage fight.
because y'all leave there and that funny, that entertainment, that good, that joy, it follows, and now you're getting a lot of credit for that.
He's riding. He's like, remember that thing that men were saying tonight?
Yeah,
Who
now
remembers who?
We have things to talk about now. We
Yeah.
have memory we just built. Now we can
Yeah.
talk. At dinner, it's one-on-one, bro. You in the pros. You
Yeah, they
playing
come-
one-on-one versus Jordan.
They come see my set. They're like, afterwards, they're like, "Cum is weird." You know what I mean? They get to talk about.
You know, that guy, he's making some good points.
Hey, he's
But
said it a lot.
I say definitely a comedy club. And if you go to local shows, like around like at a bar or something in your town, they're cheap. They're cheap as hell.
Hey, if you go to local shows,
you go to a good city. You go to I don't know.
go ahead and call those tickets in and get a refund because you can go to Zany's anytime you want.
Yeah, but I definitely say. But I'm gonna tell you, if you super cheap, though, let's say you ain't got no bread. Let's say you got. Okay, let's break it down. $100 date.
Yeah.
What you doing with your first $100?
I'm asking
We're
her
gonna
what
go
it's
lower.
like to be the Queen of England. $100 date, dude. What are you, crazy?
Guess what I'm gonna do on a $100 date?
$100.
$100, bro. First thing I'm gonna do. Damn, you got it now. Yeah. I'm trying to see what do I lean heavy on, the drugs or the food.
I'm not a drugs on date guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I never was like, hey, you want to get high? Because that's just gonna make me weird.
Okay, well now what about alcohol?
Yeah, so I'm telling you, man, I had one play.
Yeah. What's the play?
we were running
Roofie.
the wish. We were running the wishbone offense. We had one play. I'd be like, you want to go get a drink? Go get a drink. If it goes well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And also, I was, I never was there like first date.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be 8 hours. It was like, let's hang out and then let's see if you want to hang out again later. I'm not pushing at all.
You like to test it out, then go home and reevaluate.
Dude, because you need to. A bad date is a bad time. You need to be able to be like,
No. This is what you do.
bail.
This is what you do, bro. And this is how you can bail. First of all, you bar hop. That's the best way to do it because now it's cheap. First of all, you know what I mean. You already say, look, I already ate with my mom. You already say that because now you're not being cheap.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Dude. Why are we throwing in mom? Do you live with your mom? That's a second date question. Don't worry about where I live.
No, I'm saying but you had to eat with somebody, bro, and it couldn't be no girl. You don't want to be, hey, I ate with my boys. Now you're gay.
What about just I ate?
Nah, hell no. That ain't good enough, bro.
She's like, this guy's eating by himself. This guy's a loser.
Now the thing is, if you say I ate before we hung out, that clearly means you're trying to save money.
Yeah. Oh man,
Like, damn,
you know what? I'm starting to realize there's layers to this that I'm not.
Exactly.
I think I just went out with tolerant women who were like, yeah, he's trying to save some money. I think that's what happened. Dude.
Yeah, bro. Because if it's 6 and you're like, yeah, just finished eating, want to go out, you're like, damn, the fuck? You got to say, man, but if it's mom's or grandma, they're like, oh, he eats with his grandma. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you say, hey, I just ate with my...
You're way above me on this.
You say, I ate with my grandma, right? You boom. You can throw down some McDonald's, whatever the fuck you do. Now, let's go ahead and take your McDonald's. That's your money. You eat McDonald's, you're full, you got $100. We meet her at a bar. First drink, boom, boom, on you. Everything's on you.
Everything on you, yeah.
So the first drink, that's what, $14 for both of y'all?
Yeah.
Go to a D spot. Oh, you talking, the music's going, the jokes are going. Now you get a beer, cool it off. Want to get a beer? She might not.
Yeah.
She might go with her original drink. You get a beer because you're a man. And maybe you went straight or neat the first one to get there. You at this bar, you probably spend $30. Now we at the next bar. But now we drunk. And you know what I mean? Boom, we at the next bar. You throwing up shots. Now she's thinking, damn, this man he's buying drink. Because the drink buying is a gesture.
Yes.
It's like, wow, he bought me a drink. It's a gentleman thing to do.
Yeah.
You're going from bar to bar swiping. It appears you're financially stable. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So you have to spend it.
It gives the illusion.
Yeah. That you don't live with your mother. So, you know what I mean? So you've spent $60, but y'all went to 4 different places. And the night is still like, damn. But also, if you realize she's a loser, or if she realizes I hate him at any point because we're just bar hopping, she can slide.
Yeah.
She has to go. My mom's sick. My girl's dead. You know what I mean? It's just, and same with you. Because my boy called me the other day.
So that's what I want to know. Because I bailed out of quite a few. And what was your move?
I mean, if the drinks are flowing hard enough, I will leave without saying anything. Like if there's enough drinks flowing, I will leave without saying a word.
Man, he's buying all the drinks. How could this go wrong? Oh, he's gone?
I'll take a shot. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and she never
Yeah.
sees me again. Or you always, what you do is you go into it. This might run you hot, but you go into it saying, "Man, it's my boy's damn birthday today. Fuck, he over there with his family. I don't want to do that shit. We'll see."
You want to know my move?
Yeah.
Up until the end. By the end, this is why I knew I needed to get in a relationship. By the end, I was just going, I'm not having a good time. And then I would be like, let's just call it. I said that once, and a girl
You gotta
was
respect
like,
that, bro.
Jeez.
But look, if you go into it before you get to know her, if you say, "Hey, my boy's text me about his mom's house or his dad's I said I'm gonna go, but I don't know." Now you just threw that out there.
Yeah.
Now she might know, but she might not because you just said it in passing. But if you bring it up again and say, "Fuck, I guess I gotta go." So man, what you doing tomorrow?
Let me show you a better way to do that.
Talk to me.
My roommate got in a car accident. Every time, dude. What's she gonna check? She's like, Nashville Metro report. You're fine, dude. And also, it's like, listen, he didn't, but he might.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, yeah. Well, you don't know what an accident. What if he shit himself?
And-
You know what I mean? You don't know
he got in a car accident.
Damn.
I got to go help him. And then the only thing that's weird is sometimes, the first date's not great, but then you find out they're cool. And then they meet your roommate and they go, I just heard you had a car.
Yeah.
And you're like,
"Yeah, you're supposed to be dead."
Yeah, it buffed out.
He's like, "I don't even have a car."
Exactly. He doesn't have a car. It's a pretty bad accident.
All right. So then what about if you got where's a good place for women to meet good men? Good men.
This is going to be a weird answer.
Yeah.
Online. Because
that's tough.
but here's the thing. If you're a woman,
Yeah.
there's so much vetting you can do online.
That's a fact.
You can, like, whenever people don't check stuff, like if you can't, I mean, even that, we all know Instagram's like an illusion, but it's an illusion of them. They're trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see a girl and you're like, the fact that you want me to believe this, even though it's not true, is concerning.
Yeah.
And also you can figure out, like,
But
I
you
mean,
still
lots
gotta,
of stuff.
But then you meet them on. It's hard to meet a person online because you got to DM them.
Yeah, there's apps for this. They're taking off, Josh. They're big.
So you're saying dating apps the best place to meet them?
I'm saying for me, dating apps were always the best because I could be like, all right, this person looks like this. Now let me do some background research. Like, if they're not, I'm not typing in yellow pages or whatever, but it's just you see like their Instagram, what the stuff they have chosen to put out there.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
You can, dude, there's so many girls where they're like, this guy ended up being a psycho. And I'm like, I could have told you he was a psycho 10 minutes in because look at his Instagram.
The bad thing about the online stuff is I don't see your flaws until I'm in person with you.
Yeah.
And now I realize you're 100 pounds heavier.
Yes.
Or you're on drugs.
But if you can't figure that out on social media.
It's tough. It's hard. It's easy to hide that.
Really?
Angles.
But here's the thing. You start to recognize, hey, why are all these angles? Why are you only taking photos from this?
Or she might post
If you post a photo and it's not your whole face.
Yeah.
And it's just here.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's because of
But wouldn't you, like, I think a good place to meet girls, church. We're down here in the South.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the real life. Clubs are tough.
All right, let me give you it's a deeper level of the online thing. You meet somebody like at a nice, like the gym.
Christian mingle.
The gym, farmer's market, a place you go all the time. And then once you've seen them in person a few times, then you see them online. Because then it's like you're not approaching them.
No. I'm with you on as soon as I meet you, I'm going online immediately.
Yeah. Also, I feel like online is the right place to initiate, like, hey, you want to go out? Because in person, you're just kind of coming up on somebody.
What about it? What do you say about people who don't have social media? At this, they used to be cool.
Yeah.
They used to be, damn, that guy's disciplined. He's detached. It's now a look like you're a scammer.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The Unabomber was right. Technology is ruining things. But you still got to do it. It's over.
Yeah.
We've lost the battle. So you have to participate.
So if a girl doesn't have social media, should men be scared of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went out with a girl like right before, like a few, like 6-8 months before I started dating my girlfriend, like my long-term girlfriend. And she was cool, but she lived on a farm, didn't have social media. It was very cool, but was also a little bit of that I don't know. I liked that she didn't care about that stuff, but then you would try to talk to her and she'd be a little bit odd.
Yeah, she's like, what's Seinfeld?
Yeah, just kind of out of the loop. And it's like, if you're cool with that, that's fine. But this idea that there's someone who's in the loop, they're not missing anything. It's like, no, you're still missing something.
That's a good point. There's some peace that comes with being that detached.
I think the gym's a good place.
Gym.
Because you see a girl in the gym all the time.
But you can't be the guy in the gym talking to the girl.
No,
you have a 1% chance that she's actually like, wow, thank you.
Yo, it's less than that. It's
Yeah, a lot of times she's thinking, please God, I just want to go in here and lose weight. I don't want to be, scared at, you know what I mean?
But you see her in there a few times.
And you're like, you build the rapport.
Yeah, and you're like, I know, it is a mat. Do you need it? I'll take it. Whatever.
You using this bench?
Yeah. And then here's the thing: you see him out in real life.
Oh.
And you're like, oh, hey, what's up? That's the thing. It's you've established you're not a murderer.
You meet her in the gym. You build the rapport.
Yeah.
You don't make moves in the gym.
No, you don't ever make moves unless it's like a new location. If you see someone at the same time all the time because you go somewhere like
that's good, bro.
You see a hot checkout girl at Publix, you don't ask her out at Publix.
No.
If you see her at a bar later and she's like,
well, hold on,
not running away from you.
No.
Yeah,
I was with you and I lost you.
Checkout girl's a bad example.
Because
I'll give you this.
That's a good point though. I thought you meant bumping into a girl in aisle 3. In that case,
that's fine. Yeah,
I say shoot.
Yeah,
go immediately.
She can't be like a captive audience. Like this is my job.
Yeah. You're right. But in your defense, yes. In the gym, you meet, you get the rapport, you build the curiosity in the gym. You leave the gym.
How's this man so weak?
Yeah, then you.
How is he so? I've never seen a man so
He's
weak.
He's bench pressing with 5-pound dumbbells.
Oh my God, is he crying?
Yeah, but then you meet. Okay, so what's we found a good place for men to meet women.
Yeah, you need a routine.
How can women that are a little older, let's say 30.
I can't wait for you to pick a number, dude.
Yeah,
whatever number you pick.
Well, I'm saying at a number to where like
30 minus 10. Older women.
Well, what I'm saying is like there's an age to where girls are like, we got to get to it.
Yeah, and it seems to be whatever age I was
think
at.
When you hit 30, I think when you hit 30, a girl's no longer casually dating.
No,
I think it's game time.
Yeah, they start to do that.
She then has to, if she sees a guy she likes, she got to kind of, you can't let them pass. Now, what do the girls do or the women do when they see a man and they got to have him? How do they?
Here's, I think, the key to this.
All right.
You cannot let me know. Even though it's true and it's fine and it's reasonable, you can't, that energy of I got to have it is the scariest thing in the world, dude. Because also, here's what I started running into as I was getting older and dating a girl. She's cool. She talks about how cool she is and how, she's just she'd like to meet the right person. And no rush, And then 6 weeks in, they start switching things around and they start getting like, well, and you're like, hold on. Like, I just need a little, the big thing for me was like, you just got to be honest about it. Like what you're going for. But it can't be like, listen, I'm looking to.
No, you have to know, no matter what is being said, if a girl is 30 plus, she wants a serious relationship and children.
Yeah, well, dude,
most likely.
Yeah,
there's some
the serious
women who
relationship
say
part,
I don't want
sure.
kids, but you would scare me if you were a woman at 30 something.
Yeah,
and you were like, yeah, I'm just out here fucking. I'm just out here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's
those
scary.
girls are scary.
Yeah, it's like I'm just out here, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No. I think so. I think women, because a lot of times it's the men have to say, "Good evening, madam. Would you like to go out on the quandary,
milady?"
Yeah. But I think now it's time for ladies to say, "Hey,
you know what's? I
need that D."
I think if they're just like the same rules for dudes, if you're just like a nice person who's like, "Yeah, I'm open to meeting somebody," but what's scary, and I see this a lot. The older girls who start trafficking in memes about how they're too old and will never find somebody, and how they're now scary.
Yeah,
where you're like, they're like, when you scare off the new guy, and you're like, you didn't scare me until you started posting memes about how you're scary. Also, you're a 32-year-old single woman. You're not a scientific anomaly.
That's when you manifest something.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not. They're like, like you're 32, so you're dead to the world, and you're like, what? No, you're still beautiful. What? Calm down.
Yeah, it's like when I once went to a restaurant and the waitress was kind of like, that was just her.
That's the craziest. That's the craziest way to tell me that story, dude.
That was just her whole energy was like, and I was thinking, what the hell? And to me, I was thinking, you think I'm not gonna give you a good tip?
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, okay, I got to give you a real good tip. You're just thinking I'm not gonna give you a good tip. I have on decent clothing.
Yeah.
I don't know why she would think this. So she continues to walk. Like I'm like, hey, we didn't get our drinks. Like everything's a problem, kind of like. So then at the end of it, she does this. She forgets me. She doesn't get the food. She brings out the wrong food. It's the whole thing. And then at the end, I don't give her a good tip. But it's not. But I bet she's going home thinking, I fucking knew.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. She went home more racist. Is what happened.
And she was like, I knew he wasn't going to tip. I was like, no, I can't tip. No, she wasn't
Yeah.
white. This is a black chick.
Oh,
If it was a white chick, no matter what, I had to tip to disrespect her.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you're shitting on me as a white woman waitress and you're saying, I know you're not going to tip, I have to tip you $100 and then put bitch. You know what I mean? That's how you deal with that. But because she was black, I could just say, no, I can't tip you. I mean, I gave the legal amount.
It's a weird one where you're like, hey man, you're mad at me for not tipping preemptively, so now I'm. It's a perfect example. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Where it's like the girls who go into it being like, I just kill relationships and I'm too scary, and you're like, you're not scared. You're totally like nice and you. Dude, there is a funny moment where like, I don't know. Especially, I used to know this girl who worked in a wedding dress shop, and I think it made her crazy because I think she just thought everybody was getting married at all times.
Oh,
and we went out one time, and on the second date, she was like, "Would you ever get married in a church?" And I was like, "Not whatever you're about to say." The answer is not to you because it's
when should girls bring up marriage
at the altar?
No,
I mean, when the little girl hands them that ring, they should go. They should say marriage. I don't know, dude.
I say first date, bring it up. I say first date, you tell me exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, well,
you know
they should bring it up. But I go into it assuming they're looking for it.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll try to, they'll trick you and say, hey, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for sex. And the dumb dudes will be like, yeah, hell yeah. Then you looked up, they're married in a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think, I think if you buy that as a guy, you're perfect for that person.
Yeah,
Because it's
exactly.
like, that's, but also, I mean, dude, nobody, even dudes, even like, I mean, I guess there are some dudes who are like, just looking for sex, but that usually changes over time. Eventually they're like, I want somebody.
No, for sure. No, that ain't gonna get it. You have to you nut and then cry enough times.
Also, dude, I mean, after a while, you're kind of like, this is the same night over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to that point with dating where I was like, there's lots of cool people out here, but I'm not getting to know them because we're going out 5 times. And then I'm like,
You sleep on how much time and mental space looking for girls takes up.
Dude, I'm reading all these presidential biographies.
Yeah.
No good president has ever spent any time trying to get laid. You can't accomplish anything.
It takes way more time than you think.
Yeah, you're going out, you're drinking.
Yeah,
you're like your next day you're on the apps. You're like,
yeah. You look up and the hours have gone by.
You're doing small talk, which by the way, like I'm not shitting on small talk. You have to do it. You don't know this person, but if you do it,
I don't miss that
20 times a year because you're going on 20 first dates. It's stupid.
I don't miss that at all. Oh, the small texting.
Oh, dude, bad texting is a good way to figure out I'm out.
That's why I love like just living with my girl. I don't have to do. That's the good thing about living with. I don't have to fucking wake up and text you and just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just I think that exhausts.
You don't got to
me.
send that "Where are you? Good morning" text.
Oh, it's just exhausting to keep up with a person. Oh, fuck. I can't. Now, what about wedding etiquette? You ever done but you said you haven't been to many weddings.
I don't go.
You never did a wedding toast?
No. Yeah, most of my friends can't pull it off. I've never done a wedding toast. What have I done? My 2 friends who I would have been in their weddings, like I love them. They're important to me. I was groomsman. I got one. It was an international wedding and COVID happened, and the other my mom got like the sick thing.
Damn. Were you at there was a famous Nashville story about a Nashville comic that got married here, and then some comic just showed up uninvited.
Oh, I was at that wedding. I was at that wedding.
Dude, I love the idea that you were not invited to a comedian. I mean, we're talking about big heads. We got Nate Bargatze there, the big heads in Nashville.
Yes.
Everybody's at this fucking wedding, and then a motherfucker who wasn't invited, who's
in the comedy scene.
Yeah, I mean,
he knows
by a thread. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just around and we see him once a year.
All right, he's a man who has 4 birthday shows a year, though. This guy plays by his own rules. This guy he truly has 4 birthday shows a year.
But I love the story that my bro just showed up to the wedding.
Yeah.
No invite. I love the balls of that.
It's
because
so
you know because you know why you're smart, because you don't have a plate. You know what I'm saying? So going to a wedding uninvited is insane because everyone's eating with their name on the plate. This is for Connor Larsen. This is for Josh Black. But you understand that someone's not going to come.
Yes.
Now, you have to risk the fact I might have to sit with whoever.
I might have to be Jenny today.
And then you have to figure out finding out who hadn't come. That sucks too.
Yeah.
You get to the wedding, I have to figure out who I'm sitting with. You know what I mean?
Who am I sitting with? Who am I pretending to be all day?
Is Jennifer and it's just some 65-year-old black comic?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Hey, why are you at this table? It's all it's kids and then a
Like,
65-year-old man.
17 like old Jews, and then just a 60-year-old black comic with a fedora on.
Yeah, welcome everybody.
But dude, I had a best man toast. It was my first time being a best man, and I was like, I'm about to murder this.
you went into it being like, I want to crush.
Because I was thinking I do stand up,
Yeah.
so I'm about to show these motherfuckers like
what love is.
yeah, like fuck the wedding. This is about me, dude.
Yeah.
I want them to know how good I am. So I'm like, all right, I prepared myself, and you know, they kind of been doing their own thing for this wedding. They just kind of, you know, just kind of been like,
That's a great way to be like, this is so crazy. This didn't make any sense. This is a weird wedding.
So we get out, we get introduced, and like, you know, we're kind of on a stage, you know, like the groomsmen and then I remember thinking like, we start passing out food, and they start passing out dessert, and we're eating, and then we're drinking, and I remember thinking, hey, when are we doing the toast?
When do I crush?
Yeah, and then,
when is it my time?
And then I remember the wife was like, oh, yeah, I guess we can do that now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Was this in a venue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I grab I'm like, ding, 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 ding. I do it, and I when I tell you, I murdered. I made it nice. I made it sweet. They're laughing. They didn't cry, but they were like, oh, man, he really knows that guy. He did it on a bowl. And then her brother, the wife's brother, who is like ratchet as hell, but he's a cool guy. I mean, he was fighting during the wedding, and he was in it. But he says, after I get off with that, everybody's like clapping, and they're saying, he said, hey, I want to say something. And they're like, oh, and everybody's like thinking it's beautiful. They're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, he can't contain his love. He loves her so much.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I spent all night memorizing that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I want to say something. Hey, that was his name. Well, I thought you was, bro. I'm going to bleep his name out.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, he said, hey, bro, I'm just saying, bro, I thought you was a square ass motherfucker, but you ain't, bro. And I fuck with you. And the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah, standing
and
ovation.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and
that's better.
Like he stepped on my whole shit, bro. But I mean, he crushed.
And he wasn't even booked. He was doing the guest. You needed that feature from the show.
And then other girl, and then her girl. Then there's like 10 other people giving toast.
Yeah.
And I lost my whole feel, bro. So that was my only.
And you felt like you should have headlined.
It was about me.
Yeah.
You get picked the best man for a reason, bro.
Comics are good at wedding toasts because here's the thing. They have that internal calibration. You know when you say something you think is going to be edgy and it's just way too far and you feel the whole energy of the room go, ugh.
Yep.
We have that sensor.
Yes.
Regular people who never give speeches.
They don't know where the line is.
They get up there and they're like, who are some of these motherfuckers here tonight? And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like it's just immediately.
Like, yeah, he's drunk.
Yeah, you're like, that guy can't do it.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. And so it gets bad. I didn't like that. I do love a good dance at a wedding. You dance at a wedding,
dude?
Boy?
I'm trying so hard to start dancing at weddings and not spend the whole time being like, I'm dancing right now.
No, but you got to get them drinks in you.
I know. That seems to be a lot of the advice that you give me day to day. I'll be like, Josh, I'm struggling with this. He's like, you got to get hammered, dude.
It's like, hey, how do I clip this clip?
I get nervous driving. Get those drinks in you.
You gotta take a shot, bro.
Drinks in you.
No, bro. Like when because me, I don't know if I'm dancing sober.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
I don't know. But if you get them drinks in me, the DJ got to be spending something decent.
Yeah.
And I'm also not the first guy on the dance floor. I'm not him.
No.
Once it's already, give me six or
yeah,
like I'm not him.
Yeah.
But if you give me 6 or 7 people out there, I'll join and throw a little motion.
Yeah.
To get the party going.
Yeah, you're doing it for the other people.
I'm good at like starting claps.
Yeah.
Or like, oh.
You're a charismatic guy. You can get people. Yeah.
And
yeah,
I can do like the I can get a good going.
Yeah. I've seen you enter a comedy club like I wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've seen you come in and be like, oh shit. And I'm like, I know that guy's new. I know he's new. You can't oh shit him. He's new.
Yeah,
but the guy is like, maybe we are friends. You got the thing, man.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know. I think weddings are good.
Weddings are so fun.
I think weddings are the best place to meet men and women. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the wedding thing is like, truly sometimes it feels unethical where you're like, something about seeing somebody else get married has made you want to like sleep with somebody because I guess they're both related to love.
Well, I think it's two good things. It's good and bad to that. I think the good thing is you are seeing love celebrated, and that is fire. Honestly, you see somebody like, damn, this is cool. You realize 70 years from now they're gonna be showing grandkids this, and I'm there, and it's cool, and maybe they'll have kids. Blah blah blah. The kicker is you realize they paid $50,000.
They got scammed.
Yeah, they just bought a home they can't afford any of this. Or their parents had
or
to
they
pay.
could have bought a home,
the
but
wedding,
they bought this fucking wedding.
Exactly, bro. And the wedding industry is just like the chokehold that they have on the female mindset because of what they've put in society. For like, you have to do this. This is your value. If you're not married, you ain't shit. And it's like you have to give them that. So venues are 10,000
and they did the smartest thing ever, where they went, as a dude, your reluctance or like however much, if you're not on board at the wedding, it's like some sort of proof that you don't love them as much as other guys who are on board. And you're like, no, I'm just pointing out this is a scam. If we rented this venue for a meeting, it would be $80, and now it's 20 grand.
Same thing with Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas and weddings. It's like somehow they have snuck in society. This is like the sneakiest capitalism. They snuck in society, and now you feel guilty if you don't spend it.
Yeah, the people who like make bad deals, but like, I had to get money for my kids for presents. You're like, well, I think your kids would have appreciated more like the long-term investment.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Fuck love. Give me a toy.
Yeah, I mean, they're right.
That sounds crazy.
That's
a clip, right? Fuck love. Give me a dildo.
We're getting an Adam and Eve sponsorship out of that. It is a weird thing too, where it's like, we all know on some levels bullshit, but if you can't not get your girlfriend a birthday present,
exactly.
I don't care what happens.
That's what I'm saying. We all talk shit like Valentine's Day is a fucking scam, but I promise you, you're gonna be in that line getting flowers.
Hardest ever laughed. Yeah. This one kid I know, I mean, truly the worst I've ever like. Just he looked at women like they were aliens. Did not understand them in any way.
Yeah.
I remember him telling me, he goes, when I get married, I'm telling my wife. Already, I'm like, good start. I'm telling my wife, we're not doing rings. I'll give you $1,000 worth of books. I was like, have fun being the mayor of No Pussy Island, dude. I mean, that's never happening.
Shit. Motherfucker sounds like her father.
Dude. I just remember being like,
I want a woman educated. You know how many books that is, dude?
Also, like
100 books can get you like $100 can get you 4 books.
Yeah. You could go to McKay's and fill this room up for $1,000. I mean, you can get
$1,000 worth of books,
dude. You can get the Harry Potter, the big ones, where you could knock out a person by throwing it at him for 25 cents at this point.
You could probably, he won't say, he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna give you a ring, but I will tell you, you're gonna read 7,600 books by the time we're getting married.
No ring, but I got a backpack of books you can carry around when you go to your little parties.
In his head, she's gonna be like, that's a smart man.
Yeah, like this is I love how my husband is so frugal and long-term thinking. I can't wait to divorce him.
I'm not giving you $1,000.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you $1,000 worth of books.
He's not even giving you a Barnes & Noble certificate because you could use that on candy.
Oh,
he's
right.
giving you books.
No, you don't get to buy shit. I'm going to decide the books. And you're going to read them one by one until we hit 1,000.
This guy also, dude, and whatever. I'll say his name. He's the best. His name's Nathan. One time we were talking, he's a little younger than me. He goes, I just don't know how to like start talking to girls. And I go, just give him, I don't know, man, just say something nice. He goes up to this girl. We were all living in like student housing, so we all like lived together. He goes up to this girl and he goes, Hey, Sarah, you got such a nice smile and a fat ass. And we were all like in the room. We went, whoa!
Keeping it 100, bro. Hey, look here, Sarah. You got that wagon on you.
I mean, she did, but
you got a wagon.
You can't.
Nathan said, "Fuck that."
You got to pick lanes. You got to either go nice smile or fat ass.
Nice smile. You know what I don't like? Somebody hit me with this last night at another show. There was a girl on stage and she had on like a nice little cowboy outfit. You know, she was singing songs. This was the shows I'm doing. And so I'm going after a songstress, and I was like, "Oh man, she looks nice," because she had like the get up on. And the dude says, "Yeah, she has a good brain and she's talented too." I was like, right, dude. I don't know her. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to like do a Should I have not said she looked nice?
Yeah.
God damn.
Man, she got good brain. She's talented. She looks like shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, dude, like what? But see what you're doing? You're insinuating that I'm an asshole.
Yeah, and it doesn't work both ways, by the way. If you go, she's got a really good brain, they go, she's hot too. No, it does that.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, they are insinuating that you were like,
I'm a misogynist. You're trying to use her for her body. I didn't even say anything. I'm just saying, literally, I'm looking at the cowboy fit, the boots. I'm thinking, oh, she looks nice on stage. It's a good stage.
Yeah.
She's got brains. I guess I should get a book report on her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, where'd you go to school?
Also, nobody ever that happens with celebrities where you'd be like, well, that's cool, but that's never shown up in her work. Like this is a person who's famous for being hot.
Or if she was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, nice tits. Like it wasn't.
The old Nathan.
Exactly. I was like, hey, you got a nice smile and an even fatter ass, bitch. And with that being said, folks, this has been another episode. I am Joshua Black. You can find me at Sir Joshua Black. Connor, where can they find you,
bro?
You
can find me at Connor Larsen Comedy on everything.
That's it, bro. I'll see y'all next time.
See you next week.
That's it.